What?
Hey, everybody. That's a dramatic beginning. I didn't even plan that. It just happened. But it's an exciting day. Welcome. I'm Frank from PulseWaveTrading.com. You're watching PulseWave Crypto and PulseWave Trading. We're simulcasting. In fact, I'm looking at setting up another place where we're going to put stuff. Maybe stuff that's a little more off topic. We'll see. That's the thing about me and Dex is we love trading. We love cryptos. We love all the stuff that we do. But we can't help ourselves talking about this other stuff. We're just into lots of stuff. So it's great to be with you this morning. I'm in a very excited mood today. Actually, I don't even think Dex knows this, but I'm going on vacation soon. So it's gonna get
Come on, let's get nuts.
It's gonna get nuts. I had a request for my Greta Thunberg sounds, but they're on like the wrong panel.
This is all wrong.
Wait, where's the one where she really?
You have stolen my dreams.
That's the one. So let's look at Bitcoin. Welcome to the program this morning. Here's the thing. Bitcoin's sagging a little, but you know what I'm really bullish on? You people. Very bullish on you Pulse Wavers today. So good morning. Excited. Look at this stuff. So Bitcoin's doing its thing. We'll start with rally and crash today, but we're going to be talking about all kinds of stuff. We're going to do some follow-up to our UFO talk. We're going to do our follow-up to our talk, the thing that we can't talk about, where we're risking it every day. We're going to talk a little bit about that, disclosure, plus some just amazing crypto news. Really interesting things coming out. Some great new articles about Cardano. Great. And really, it's not even, hey, 4Cheese Pasta. It's not even so much the information as much as the exposure. So my, frankly, can I be frank? Two favorite projects really in the news big time yesterday. And so it's pretty cool. So Bitcoin is, it's a little saggy today. It, it has that saggy Bitcoin feeling. I want to make it bigger. There we go. Don't we all? So this is what we're looking at in terms of rally crash alerts. Let's jump right into that so we don't keep you waiting, you poor people who can't impulsive trading for this stuff. So for Bitcoin, we've got actually a crash alert on it. So let's see, have we hit that crash alert? Probably have. So it's struggling today. Yeah, we might be at the sell trigger. Doesn't necessarily mean that everybody's short, but yeah. We'll see what happens with that today. Bitcoin is sagging. The question are you short enough that you can make something off of a Bitcoin short today? So we'll see. If you're going with the pulse wave, see what happens with that. Looking at DOT, we also have a crash alert on that one. Looks like it wants to go into the Kumo cloud. It wants to go into the Kumo cloud of death and experience at least an NDE on it while it's in there, bouncing around, seeing angels and old relatives. We don't know. We'll see where that goes, but it does have a crash alert. ADA, sadly. Oh my goodness, folks. I've been spreading misinformation. I thought I was looking at the daily chart. Let's look at this again. That was the 4-hour chart. So here's the ADA chart. Let me go back now and clean up my mess. BTC on the daily chart, even worse. We'll see. It's kind of going sideways, but leaning down. We'll see what happens with that today. Going back to what was the other thing that I gave fake news on? DOT. Let's look at DOT on the daily chart. Same thing. Continuing this sideways action under the Kumo cloud of death, which we like to see it go above there. Hi. How you doing, buddy? So let's get back to where we were. This is the ADA BTC, which is, still one of my favorite charts at the moment in crypto. We'd like to see it do something, but it's obviously been struggling. But it's above the Kumo cloud on the daily. That's really the only bullish thing about it in terms of just a quick look at the chart. But if we look at the rally crash alerts for ADA, this is the ADA USD pair. We have reports on both the BTC pairs and the USD pairs. If you're a pro member, if you're a partner 21 member, they're all USD pairs. Still great. We got a primary crash alert on ADA, no long entry, and hovering right around the sell trigger. So we'll see what happens with that. And then one that's big in the news, big in my heart. Theta also has a crash alert. Let's see about that. It's always hard for me to believe crash alerts on good news days, but I mean, ADA is in the Kumo cloud of death on the daily chart. If we look at the 4-hour, it's quite a bit more bullish looking to my eye. And we'll see where it goes, but it's been struggling a little bit with all this good news, which we're going to look at. Maybe we can break through. Of course, it's little buddy T-Fuel. It's getting a lot of good press as well. We don't have a report on that one, but looking a little more positive on the 4-hour. Let's look at the daily. Cruising above the Kumo cloud, a little bit of pressure being shown with the SAR above it. So see where it goes. All right, let's get into some news and excitement for the day. So actually a lot of incredible news, but if you want to get access to those price trigger reports, go to pulsewavetrading.com. We've got 3 memberships and one of them's free. You can actually learn how to use the system without even signing up. So there's great info there. You can get access to that chart I just used, the indicators that we have on it. First off, this just in, see if I can make this big enough to keep a small window. Just in, Taiwan buys rocket. This is 9:27 a.m. this morning Eastern time. A little while ago, Taiwan buys rocket and missile system for a total of $436 million from the United States Ministry of National Defense announced. So interesting. No comment from, it would have been funny, but I can't remember the wrestler's name, the guy who apologized. It's just the worst apology in history. But here's some other news, Bitcoin, crypto news. Beyond Bitcoin, these altcoins are super popular. So this is actually from CNN Business. So, you know, here's the thing, folks. They're talking about Theta. They say great things about DOT, ADA. I think they mention Polygon in there. They definitely mention ADA. They definitely mention DOT. Sorry, my chair got rolled. They definitely mentioned those, but here's the thing that was cool. One of the first things they mention is Theta and T-Fuel, one of the better performing pairs. Let me make this big. One of the better performing pairs of cryptos this year are 2 related tokens that are geared toward online content creators. That's not entirely true. I mean, that's definitely where the marketing is right now, but I mean, they are, but there's so much more to Theta and T-Fuel. Theta and T-Fuel. Theta has soared almost 400% in 2021, while T-Fuel is up an astounding 17,000%. So they go on, they talk a little bit about, as I said, Cardano, Polkadot, Algorand. It's one of the ones I forgot they mentioned. So that's CNN Business. So yeah, John Cena. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, I wish I could do my dude. Yeah, they are. All the weird people I know are online content creators. The thing with Theta is, I mentioned this the other day, and someone reminded me of this. Someone said, you know, I don't remember who it was. They said, everybody thinks Theta is just an alternative to YouTube, and it's so much more. And I thought, well, when I first heard about Theta, that's exactly what I thought. I thought it was just like a BitChute kind of thing. Like, oh, okay, these guys are going to protect you because it's on the blockchain. And that doesn't seem to be their emphasis at all. Their emphasis is on the ability to share bandwidth using their edge nodes and all of the technology that they've put together. And a lot of rumors about a 4th patent. I don't know if that's confirmed, but I think actually there is documentation backing it up, but who knows? People do all kinds of stuff, faking this stuff and whatnot, but sure looks like it. I think that rumor actually has a lot of credibility. This is more great Theta news. $500 million asset manager joins Theta Network as enterprise validator. So there are 3 different kinds of nodes you can have on, I don't know if that's called, yeah, the validator node. 3 nodes you can have. You can have the validator, which is the big dog. There's 16 of those run by 9 different entities, including things like Google and other huge companies, Sony, I think Sony, Samsung, and others. But well, they're gonna list it all here. We've got a new one, and this is from DHVC, which is well, here I'll just read this. Theta Labs developer, the leading video delivery network powered by a native blockchain, announced today that venture capital DHVC has joined as the 9th external enterprise validator and governance council member. Alongside Google, Samsung, Sony, CAA. I think CAA is the new talent agency that joined recently. Binance, Blockchain Ventures, Gummy, and a group of private equity institutional investors. It's funny because on their site, they have all the slick logos from the big tech companies. And then there's this thing that says like institutional investors. It's like you guys couldn't have come up with like a, like create a band. Just be like, like we were all in rock bands in high school, just something like that. Little logo. I don't know. Eagle flying. Something. But anyway, it's just funny. So the thing that's interesting about this, I mean, you have those investors there, but here's a $500 million asset manager putting about $20 million worth of Theta, locking it up because it's 2 million Theta. So it's about, if I understand, yeah, right? The math's good. $20 million roughly worth of Theta, a little less right now, locking it up in a validator node. It's quite a big portion. If they're a $500 million asset manager, it's a big chunk. But the money quote from this, where is it? I forgot. That was in this article. There it is. Make a crypto guy happy. Just put 100x in your article. He added, Theta has made massive progress since we led the Series A equity round in 2017, and we expect another 100x growth as the protocol transforms the media and entertainment industry through blockchain and decentralized technology. So I have to correct too. My last video, we were speculating about this. We thought it might be SAP. Shared a video from Alien Like. He's put up a new video about this as well. So wrong on that one. Still really interesting. The news on SAP though, huge software company is covering Theta, like really covering it. So why, thank you, Mr. Bolins. You rock too. Have I told you, Mr. Bolins, I'm super bullish on you today. I just see you with big green candles, you fantastic internet person. So Theta, also another amazing Theta news. They had Theta Drop. This is like 2 days worth of news. This isn't like a week versus Theta worth of Theta news. So welcome to Theta Drop Marketplace, buy and sell WPT moments. So they're partnered with World Poker Tour. And it's all of their celebrity people selling NFTs. And they're doing it. They're selling NFTs of popular people. This is it's already happening. So you can check that out. In fact, let's open it up. I figured out. Remember, I was trying to show you guys the validate. No one remembers, but yeah, I was trying to show you the validator map the other day, and it wouldn't load. Loads in Safari. It won't load in Chrome. So this is it. This is their NFT marketplace. They've got. You can get this guy. You can get pictures of this guy picking his nose. You can get pictures of this lady looking like she's pretty sure she just lost the game, or like she's about to kill somebody. She looks fierce. I don't want to offend her. You get this guy. This guy's got a purple thing in his ear. That's probably why they're saying, I think, without reading the description, this NFT is almost certainly the moment that guy got that purple thing thrown in his ear. They captured it at that moment, and you're going to own that. This is all speculation, folks, not financial advice. So anyway, I'm just kidding around, but a lot of cool possibilities with NFTs. I think NFTs are the future of everything we own. So already covered that one. On to Cardano news. Cardano's had some good stuff too. This article, it's funny, I started reading this article and I was like, okay, this is just another, sort of basic piece. Why is this interesting? And then I realized it's on NASDAQ.com, NASDAQ.com. So be part of a historic crypto moment with Cardano. My goodness, that's a bit of high praise. You might hear some folks saying that alt season is here. If so, maybe this is old. No, June 8th. Yeah, just a few days ago. So this is 9 days old. You might hear some folks saying that alt season is here. If so, then perhaps it's time to turn our attention to one of the most popular altcoins, Cardano. What's great about Cardano is its relatively large market capitalization and its fairly low price point. Okay. Why is that great? It doesn't mean anything. I guess it psychologically for people it does. I've talked about that. Founded in 2015 by Charles Hoskinson and launched in 2017 as a tradable token, Cardano could be described as by the people for the people type of currency. That's interesting. IOHK, the company behind Cardano, plans to use its blockchain technology to make the world a better place, even going so far as to revamp Ethiopia's education system. Interesting thing Charles Hoskinson said And this is my next story, this interview with Lex Friedman. 2 Lex Friedman videos in a row. I must be man crushing on this handsome, seemingly young man. You can do that when you're as confident in your heterosexuality as me. You can have weird feelings toward guys and not make a big deal about it. It's okay. It's all right. I'm okay with myself. I need a sad music background. I don't have one. But
What?
It's difficult to put into words.
So, but this interview is really cool. And I saw a tweet from Charles Hoskinson said something interesting. I haven't always followed the crypto community very much. So I know of all these little spats between people, but don't often understand why. I usually missed that part. And he says in his tweet that he's like the Rorschach test of the crypto community, something along those lines, in terms of the way people take him in this interview. So this is almost 5 hours long. I can't imagine if you want to get to the heart of the man that you won't get it in this interview. So check that out. This is a new feature on our show. The show notes will be at Frank Delala on Twitter. That's where I'm posting it. Oh my goodness, my followers went up. Oh no, my following went up. No, my followers went up too a little bit. But for those of you, if you don't want to offend me, my pronouns are a series of dolphin-like clicking sounds. Pretty sure that would piss off my daughter. Holder of the world's only Bullish Mojo storage unit, which is on my face. So, but yeah, follow me. I'll put the show notes in there. Look, there it is. The show notes. So if you want to watch that, I'd say it was a great interview, but it's almost 5 hours long, so I don't know. But it was great. The bit that I got to watch was pretty fantastic. So check that out. On to other news. All right, now we're getting to Woo World. You knew I would do this. This is going to be the show every day. So just in, UFOs could threaten U.S. security, lawmakers said, as they emerge from a highly classified briefing with Navy and FBI officials inside a sensitive compartmented information facility today, according to the New York Post. So as you guys know, I have a close personal relationship with all of the aliens, and they tell me things. Not in words, not in physical form, but in my heart. In my heart. It's like an antenna, folks. It stores bullish mojo for when the market's down on days like today, unless you're a Theta holder. A little bit. It stores bullish mojo, but it also attracts signals from outer space. So this is interesting because I'll just tell you what I've read. And there's so many different opinions on this. In fact, you guys know I love Cliff High. Got to interview him once. He doesn't know me, but I did talk to him face-to-face on the internet once and had a great discussion. Love that guy. And he referenced Dr. Stephen Greer. And he was saying he doesn't buy Greer's idea that the aliens are friendly. And, that hurts my heart a little bit because I love both of these guys. So the UFO community, like the crypto community, has all of these little wars inside of it. And you go in there and you go, hey, we're all into this thing, right? We all believe in aliens. And then you find out that it's like every other human social environment. There's all kinds of different opinions about stuff that people couldn't possibly be so confident about. But not a criticism of Cliff. I love Cliff. But the interesting thing is I have followed Greer's stuff best I could. I don't know. Maybe he's a fraud. I don't know. Maybe I'm a fraud. I don't even know. Sometimes you don't even know what's going on in your own heart, right? So I followed him and I like his stuff. And he has been warning for years that the government's plan, the next step in all of the nasty stuff that they do, is fake alien invasion. And he's insisting this is going to be the trigger they pull, the pin they pull, however you want to look at it. This is sort of their last card that they want to play for total global, whatever it is that they're trying to do. The nasty people that we all know in our gut and now see pretty openly are out there. So if Greer is right, then this is right according to the plan of fake alien invasion, which has been discussed for years. And folks, I guess I'm coming out about this stuff. I'll retweet this too, so it's in the show notes, which is my Twitter account. I've been following this stuff for a while. Certainly interested in it my whole life and following it on and off for a decade. And one of the plans is to scare the hell out of everybody once they have no cards to play, according to a certain group within the UFO community. And these are people saying they have this intelligence and they have that intelligence. So I don't know. Very interesting that the emphasis in the news media. And, I mentioned this, you guys know I love Tucker Carlson. And the thing I always hesitate to say people I like, because everybody is, like I said, these communities are so fragmented. So you can find something not to like about everybody, but I guess I'm a big tent kind of guy. So, who does Tucker have on? He has on the guys who have CIA connections or whatever. They were former military. They saw something. Those guys are great, but it's still connected to people who have tremendous interest in building weapons of war into forever. That's their whole livelihood, right? So whereas, Ronald Reagan said if there was an external threat, it would unite us all. What's wrong with the human race that's the only thing we could conceive of as possibly uniting us all? I guess that really is our experience. But so I'm concerned. A little concerned. What's the word that I think this approach is problematic to UFOs? If I was a liberal, that's what I'd say. I would say the alien invasion narrative is problematic. So I think we should examine that, maybe take a step back, because it's a little bit xenophobic against aliens. But it is a little bit. No, I don't know. But I like the logic. I don't know if it's accurate. I like the logic of if aliens that can zip around if they can do impossible physics, they wouldn't need to negotiate with us if there was something they wanted. So I don't know. Maybe we're even being protected. I don't know. So very interesting. I'm cautious. Speaking of things you're not supposed to believe in, this is another one. I definitely tweeted this out. I say, let me go check my Twitter. But if I didn't, I will, like right away. But this video, Unsafe and Effective. What a great title. I didn't get that title the first time I read this video. Unsafe and Effective, the most terrifying combination you could have. I'm just checking to make sure I tweeted it. Yeah, you don't have to go too far down my timeline to see it. So Unsafe and Effective. Yeah, I'm gonna have to retweet it. So you don't care. This is the guy I made a big deal about yesterday or day before. Has done an incredible amount of research on what's going on with the what, the thing that you do, and they try to get you with two of them. And if you survive the first one, they're like, come back in a couple, right? So this guy's done an incredible amount of research. In fact, I want to just play a clip from this. Let me make this big. He shows by pulling records, by just digging, and then confirming it with several other people. Well, here.
The thing is that these guys at the CDC, they're not telling us like how many people have died. And in fact, even I talked to a doctor. He's like on the weekly,
trying to do that sound thing where you mess up the
CDC
algorithm.
Calls. And I asked him, so how many people do you think this vaccine has killed? He said, maybe 100. And I said, that's interesting. He thinks it's 100. That's what everybody thinks, because everybody is told not to report and to keep their mouth shut, because they don't want anybody to figure this out. To 25,000. I mean, like how many people knew before I did this video that 25,000 people had lost their lives?
He goes on, he's looking at records that have been deleted from the VAERS system. He's looking at people that he's interviewed, asking them about their estimates. And he's explaining how this could happen. How could you have such a severe consequence without it getting out into the public? And he explains that here. And he shows that, the current estimates that are showed of the deaths is somewhere around 6K or something like that, which is astonishing that the procedure is still being done with those numbers. In the past, 50 deaths was enough to shut it down for investigation. So he's saying that if you look at the numbers, it's absolutely astonishing. It's over 25K. He thinks it's 28, but he's got several sources in the 20 to 25 confirming that. So check my Twitter for that video as well. Very, very interesting, very, very disturbing. And I mean, what can you even say about it other than tell the people you love? If they'll listen to you, if you won't get punched in the face, right? It's where we have a kind of hysteria going on in our society where we don't even know how to address what's happening. It's very difficult without creating even more unpleasantness for people who don't want to hear it. So let's check the charts before we leave. Maybe we'll have some good news. Actually, that's nice. T-Fuel, 56 cents. Theta's in the 930 range. Again, I'm not going to be too happy with Theta until it gets out of this Kumo cloud. All right, everybody. Thanks so much for watching. It's great to be with you today. 25-minute video today. So our average video length is getting a little long. Have to pare it back, maybe. All right. Thanks for watching. PulseWaveTrading.com if you want to get access to these rallying crash alerts, buy triggers, sell triggers, weekly triggers, weekly sell triggers, something. What's the other one? Momentum trigger. Weekly sell support, stop losses, trend momentum, rally crash, all on these reports, updated, easy to use. We show you how to do it right on our site at PulseWaveTrading.com. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. And if you're watching on PulseWave Trading and not PulseWave Crypto, do us a big favor and please go over there and like and subscribe. We're almost, in fact, I haven't checked yet today. We might be up to 100 subscribers. We'll see. All right. Thanks, everybody. Have a great day. I'm out. Our new cheerful theme music.